Hi, welcome to Coda Guitar's starter lesson on reading guitar tablature, or guitar tab as it's also known. Now, reading and writing music for the guitar is really common in all styles, and it can help you to learn songs more easily and also remember songs once you've learnt them. So using guitar tab is definitely the easiest way of reading and writing music for the guitar. That's because it's designed specifically for the guitar. No other instruments use it. So that's what we're looking at in this lesson. So with tablature, we've got 6 lines, and each of these lines represent the 6 strings of the guitar. Now, it's important to remember that when you write music down, you always show what it sounds like. You always represent it with low notes at the bottom and high notes at the top. So in this case, for the guitar, we've got the lowest sounding note is string 6, the thickest one, and the highest sounding note is string 1. So the lowest line, the bottom line of tablature, is string 6, and just working through the other strings up to string 1, which is the top line. And all we do is we just put different numbers on each of these lines to show which strings we use when we push down onto different frets on the fretboard of the guitar. So in this first example, there's just noughts, just zeros, so that means that there's no frets pushed down. So we're in fact using the open strings, which would sound like this. So it's starting from string 6, which is the bottom line, and then just working through all of the other strings and playing string 1 last. So with tablature, it's the same as reading a book. You start from left to right, so you always play the notes on the left hand side first, finish with the notes on the right hand side afterwards. Okay, so when you push down frets, when you use the frets, you just use numbers from 1 up to however many frets there are on your guitar. So in this case, I've got 22, but we're just looking at the lower frets to start with. So in this next example, we've got all of the notes on one line, so it's the top line, so it's string 1, and so there's an open there to start with, and then we've got a fretted note, fret 1, and then a 2, and then a 3, so we just play frets 1, 2 and 3 after the open string. Or another example could be open string 3 this time, so that line's representing string 3. And then same string, we've got fret 1, and then fret 2, and then fret 3 afterwards. It's very common for songs to have different notes on different strings, however, so it might look a little bit more like this example, where it's starting on open string 6, and then I've got another number on that same line, that's 3, so I go to fret 3, string 6, and then I've got another line, so it's open, 0 there, and then same line, and then I go to fret 2, that was all string 5, and then I've got another line, so it's open string 4, and then finish on fret 2 of string 4. So all those notes would sound like. Okay. Now, because you've got 6 different strings on the guitar, it's possible to play more than one string at once by strumming through the strings. So this is represented in tablature by having all of the notes stacked vertically, so directly on top of each other. So in this first example, we've just got a bunch of noughts, so that just means that I'm strumming through the open strings, so I'm just making it sound like all of the notes are played at the same time. Or another example, I've got an open chord here, so I've got a nought on the bottom line, string 6, I've got a fret 2, got a 2 on string 5, I've got a 2 on string 4, I've got a 1 on string 3, and then open on strings 2 and 1. So that's an open chord, that's an open E, you get to learn that in the beginner lessons. Or you might just want to play 2 strings at once, you don't always have to play all 6. So that's common when you say playing power chords. So in this example, I've just got a 3 on the bottom line, which is string 6, and I've got a 5 on the next line above, which is string 5. So I just play through those 2 strings and none of the others. Okay, so here's just a quick exercise for you to have a go at, just to see if you've understood how to read tablature properly. Now we're going to play a combination of open strings and fretted notes, so across all 6 strings. So if you just try and use finger 1, fret 1, finger 2, fret 2, finger 3, fret 3 for all of the notes. Now if you pause this video and see if you can read through it first, just to see if you've understood how to read tab properly, and then I'm going to demonstrate afterwards the correct way of playing it, and you can check if you got it right. So what we've got is the bottom line is string 6, so we've got a 0, so that's open, and then we've got a 1, and then so that's fret 1 string 6, and then we've got a 3, that's fret 3 string 6, then it goes to the next line, which is open string 5, fret 2, same line, string 5, fret 3 string 5, and then next line open string 4, fret 2 string 4, and then fret 3 string 4, and then it goes to open string 3, just 1 fretted note there, and that's fret 2 string 3, and then it goes to open string 2, and then it goes to fret 1 string 2, fret 3 string 2, open string 1, fret 1, and fret 3. So all of those notes sound like string 6, string 5, string 4, string 3, string 2, string 1. Okay.